Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Ladies and germs, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We click random article.
And we talk about it.
Yeah, we do. I think we got something else to talk about
we
first.
do. This is our first ever mailbag.
It is a mailbag.
A lovely fella.
Yes.
Who, we've tweeted with on and off, and he's in the Discord. If you want to hop in the Discord, you can talk to this man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if should we say his last name? That feels a little
I don't
weird.
know. We can say his first name.
It's David.
Yeah, no, I guess we would have to, I don't know, clear it with him before we divulge all his information, maybe. But
yeah. We'll give you his first name and the first 6 of his soch. No, David.
He reached out and he asked for an address because he had something fun to mail us.
Yeah, and we thought, sure, buddy.
I've never gotten a good piece of mail in my life.
And he sent us some bills, actually.
Yeah, and we're obligated to pay them, so it kind of sucks.
No, it came in a while ago. The address is actually not my address. It is the One Shot Studio. That's the address that we gave him.
Mm-hmm. Because we didn't trust David.
Well, no, and why would you? Not him. I don't trust anyone.
No Davids. Oh.
Yeah, no Davids. So it was a while before I could get there, and then it was a while. I had the package, and it was a while before I could see you. We wanted to open it together.
Right, it was just sitting at your house for like 2 weeks.
Yeah. And I saw the package. I was like, I think I know what this might be.
Right.
You saw the package. You said, oh.
This is a donut.
Yeah. And I said, no,
think again.
It's too flat and too big.
And then I said, I've been eating donuts all wrong.
We both thought correctly that it's a record.
It's a record. It had a record shape, record properties.
And before we opened it, we were like, well, what could this be? Is it
maybe a Styx album?
A Styx album?
Really? We just listed 5 or 6 different Styx albums.
Should I?
No. In Through the Outdoor.
Nope.
Led Zeppelin 1.
Could you name a Styx album?
No. I could guess and maybe come close. Sailing Away?
No. I mean, that quite honestly, I'm sure there is a best of that is called Sailing Away.
Right. Changes in Attitudes, Changes in Latitudes?
No,
I don't think I can.
Okay.
No, what? Can you name? God damn it. Name them.
Paradise Theater, Pieces of 8, The Grand Illusion, Kilroy Was Here. Those are the only that I can actually name off the top of my head.
Those are pretty good. Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was
none of those.
No, unfortunately. Never in 1 million years could we have guessed.
No, I don't think so.
And
because it's not an actual it's a one of a kind record.
It is. And I don't think I've ever
Let's just let the cat out of the bag. Tell them what it is.
Somehow this man made the Cryptkeeper Christmas album into a vinyl.
Somehow Dave was able to press a vinyl. First of all, I'm amazed. How do you do that? I don't know how to do that.
Me neither.
And he made the freaking Cryptkeeper Christmas album.
And we have alerted
the authorities.
Yeah, it is illegal. That is copyrighted material. We've alerted the RIAA, and they're on their way.
Yeah. So enjoy these precious few last moments of freedom, David.
No, true. And we listened.
We were gobsmacked.
We saw the thing and we were like, well,
there's no way this will work.
And it fucking did.
Yeah.
It's just the record on the record. And as you all know, I'm sure this is the 25th anniversary.
Yes.
2019 is the 25th anniversary of the Cryptkeeper Christmas album. So we've done it. We've kept the crypt in Christmas.
We did. That's right.
Jeez, David, thank you so
much.
You've
made the boyhood dream of Johnny come true.
It's unreal.
I can't wait for you. No. It's on a record. It's not on a reel. I can't wait for you to tell your parents that you have this on vinyl now.
Yeah.
Because they had to suffer through you begging for them to play it on their tape deck in the car over and over and over again.
And now I have to install a turntable in my car.
Yeah. So we want to thank David for helping us keep the crypt in Christmas.
Yeah. And hey, maybe get yourself a friend that will press you the the record somehow so you can listen along too. I'm gonna wear that thing out.
Oh, I know you are too. Yeah. Like the minute I leave, that's what you're putting it on, and just on repeat. I don't think you can do that with records. Put it on shuffle.
You just keep, dude. I had growing up. In my bedroom, I had a CD player that I think held 5 CDs.
Oh, okay.
And you could put it on shuffle.
And it would shuffle between the albums?
Yeah, but there would be a big old pause.
Okay.
So it would just the song would stop. The CD would change to another one, and then it would pick a random track on the CD, which is
it's cool,
but it's a real mood killer.
Yeah, it really is.
For any mood.
Yeah. Pure moods.
You want to get an article?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like this is kind of this is correct.
Okay.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
No way. Is this the best article we've ever gotten? Have you seen this movie?
No, but I have been through the Scare Zone at Halloween Horror Nights, the nation's premier Halloween event. Last year, in fact.
How was it?
It was
it
killer.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You know, this week they just started. They made the first announcement.
For real? Already?
Mm-hmm.
Creep is creeping.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Stranger Things, which is no surprise.
Yeah,
but
of course. Got it. Yeah, I got to get on the zeitgeist.
But I'm ready.
Yeah. The new season's coming out soon, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, cool.
And I think this one is going to be
the strangest one yet.
Well, yeah, because last year they also had a Stranger Things house.
Correct.
So I think this will maybe be season 2.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'm doing my best not to really care about Stranger Things, and when it drops, I'll just watch it.
Sure.
I feel like it's one of those shows where it's hey, everyone needs to chill out and calm down because you're all setting yourself up for failure.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Rick and Morty a little bit, where it's hey, this was real hot and it got way too hot, way too quick.
I have a lot of thoughts about Rick and Morty.
Yeah, that's the first time I've even mentioned Rick and Morty in 2 years because it's just
Killer Clowns from Outer Space is a 1988 American science fiction horror comedy film. That's too many films in one film. Written, directed, and produced by the Chiodo brothers and starring Grant Kramer, Suzanne Snyder, John Allen Nelson, and John Vernon. It is the only film to be written and directed by the Chiodo brothers.
It's Kyoto. Or Kyoto.
Kyoto?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you know that?
There was a man who went to my church when I was growing up. His name, I assume it's spelled Chio. Kyoto.
Chiodo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kyoto.
Okay.
He was in Vietnam.
That's
the only thing I know about him.
And he telecommuted to your church?
It was crazy. Yeah, he was really,
The film is about a clan of evil aliens from an unknown region who all resemble circus clowns. They arrive on Earth and invade a small town in order to capture, kill, and harvest the human inhabitants to use as sustenance. This sounds great.
It's a fun movie. The sets are wild. Inside the UFO, it looks like trash. It looks like you and I made a film in the Black Box Studios at UF. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Yeah.
Whoa. A sequel has been in development hell since the original film's release, with Stephen Chiodo having stated that he hopes to produce a series of films with a total of 4 installments. Okay.
4?
Or a television series based on the film. The Sci-Fi Channel announced on October 22nd, 2018 that it was in talks to purchase the rights to the film in order to produce a sequel.
Holy shit, yes.
Do you want to guess the tagline?
Oh, God. Does it have something? Is it some sort of pun with the word funny, or these clowns ain't playing?
It's not. I'll give you a hint. It's not a pun.
Okay.
It's just kind of a comment on
these clowns are killer.
It's 2 words, and one of them is spelled incorrectly, and I don't know why. And not that incorrectly.
It's just crazy clowns.
You're very close.
Kooky clowns with a C.
It's crazy.
With a K.
No. With 2 A's.
Hold on, let me try. It's crazy.
I think even less.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Polish or something. It's Kratzy.
Is that maybe does one of the clowns say that in the movie often?
Not that I recall. I don't remember. I saw this when I was in a senior in high school. I don't recall this movie being particularly good or bad.
First, I'm just kind of skimming and scanning the plot. The character names are pretty good.
Okay.
just outside of the town of Crescent Cove. This is so good. Mike Tobacco.
That's my favorite fake name. My favorite kind of fake name. Like real first name, noun, last name.
Oh, it's so good. And his girlfriend, Debbie Stone.
Yes.
Parked in Lover's Lane. Nearby farmer, Gene Green.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna skim for some more.
Yeah, I need
names.
the name. Is there a cast list where it just lists all the clown names?
Oh, that's cast. Okay, Mike Tobacco, Debbie Stone, Captain Dave Hansen, Sergeant Curtis Mooney, Rich Terenzi, Paul Terenzi, Farmer Gene Green, Jojo the Clownzilla, and Bob McCree. Okay, so
Jojo the Clownzilla is the name of the mom of Debbie Stone. It's not one of the clowns. It's a weird coincidence. That's it? They don't name any other clowns?
Nope.
Huh.
Did the clowns all have
I don't recall.
screwball names?
I mean, you would expect. That reminds me, Dumbo came out this weekend. Are you ever going to see that movie?
No, I didn't really care for the
That's what I'm saying.
cartoon.
Like, of all the things to remake, like, does anybody care about Dumbo?
I think it is funny that Tim Burton keeps casting Danny DeVito as a ringleader, though.
Yeah. I saw this tweet. I guess I'm going to say this. I saw this tweet that was like, from Tim Burton, like a fake conversation, Tim Burton to Danny DeVito, like, "Hey Danny, I got a new movie in the works. I was wondering if," and then Danny DeVito says, "I'll grab my top hat." Like every movie DeVito's been in with Tim Burton, he wears a top hat. Like this one,
Oh shit!
the Penguin,
Yeah,
Big Fish, like it's crazy.
that's good.
I love it.
What do you think? What do you think Danny DeVito is like as a man, just as like a person to meet?
Is he cool? Dude, I was thinking about that today. I was thinking about Bill Murray, and it made me mad.
Oh, I fucking hate Bill Murray.
Yeah, I do this thing sometimes where I get in hypothetical arguments with people I've never met and get mad at them for things they've never said to me and ways that they might not even be like.
And you're talking about Bill Murray?
And that happened to me with Bill Murray, where I pictured him like showing up to like a party, and everyone be like, "Holy shit, it's Bill Murray," and him just be like, "Yeah, your friends will never believe it. You know, it's me." And then he's just drinking everybody's beers and shit. But everyone be like, "Oh, it's Bill Murray." It's like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah, he seems. All of the stories where it's like, Bill Murray did this crazy thing. I'm like, that fucking sucks. Yeah. Bill Murray just sounds like a dickhead.
Well, I also just don't. I don't like people that like have this. I don't know. Like, you're no better or worse than anybody else. So like,
in fact, you're worse.
Well,
each person is worse than the last.
Yeah, that's hard to argue with that one actually. Which one? You were born first, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yes. So I'm worse than you. That's so far. This checks out. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like you don't get same thing with John Belushi, where it's like you don't get to be like, "Hey, I'm the man that everyone has crazy stories about because I do shitty things."
Oh, I don't know anything about John Belushi. I mean,
he's Jim Belushi's brother.
Oh, according to Jim?
Yeah, the very same.
Huh.
I don't know. Just John Belushi would just like show up to like people's houses and just like crash on their couch because like, and not even people he knew, like just people, and be like, "Holy shit, that's John Belushi!" Like he's got to sleep off the fucking 40 beers he just had.
That sucks.
Yeah. Well, hey man, you know whatever. It was the 70s, so all those SNL guys, I guess. Murray, Belushi.
That's it.
Charles Rocket. Remember him?
No,
of course you don't.
Who is he?
He was one of the guys from the 80s.
Mm.
Yeah. He got fired for
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah, no. He was one of the characters Eddie Murphy played. Charles Rocket got fired for dropping the F-bomb on SNL Live.
Dang.
Yeah. Or that's redundant, but you know what I mean.
I mean, so did Jenny Slate.
Yeah, well, basically, same kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They don't like that when you do that.
No, but Bono can just say it on an award show in primetime, and that's fine.
Wow.
SNL's on. No one is awake to watch SNL.
No, I've never been awake watching SNL. Puts me to sleep every time.
What's your favorite
Oh boy.
SNL sketch or character of all time?
I don't know if I have a. I mean, I could give you a few answers of things like my go-tos or whatever. I referenced Chris Farley's. It's like a little commercial where he gets surprised with the coffee he's drinking. Do you call it?
No.
It's one of those plays off of like, "Excuse me, sir. Do you realize that the coffee we have served you is actually Folgers flavor crystals?" But he like loses his mind and freaks out and like
Yeah,
tries to kill everybody.
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. Chris Farley did a lot of... Was he a cool guy? Or, you know what I mean? Like, is he one of these Bill Murray, John Belushi types? Because I don't recall ever hearing stories like that.
I mean, I know he did like a lot of drugs and stuff, but it seems kind of like he just sort of kept it to himself.
Yeah, it feels that way to me. Like,
And-
he was just
and-
always trying to like be like a people pleaser,
That's what it seems
which is
like.
its own sad
Yes.
thing. But yeah, he wasn't going on his way to be like, well, look at me, like
That's, I mean,
there's
again,
a crazy story about me, which I
I've
don't
never met him. I've only met dogs that have met him, and
right. Yeah, me too.
yeah, who's to say?
Yeah, who's to say? I don't know. There's a lot of weirdos that do like party stuff that I don't know. Like, do you know like Gigi Allen? Who he is? He's like a punk rock guy. He's like the punk rockest guy to ever live.
Okay.
I don't know, like, but to me, he took punk rock too far. Where I'm like, okay, I'm out actually on this one. Just like doing a lot of like crazy shit on stage. Like I don't want to go into because it's gross, but
Sure.
a lot of crazy shit.
You know who I bet isn't like that?
Huh?
The Jackass guys.
You think now, or they always been like that?
I think if they were at someone else's party, they'd be cool. But if it was their own party, they would be terrorists.
Oh, I bet
but
you're
if they
right.
were at someone else's party, they might fuck with each other.
Yes.
But they wouldn't bring other people into it.
Right.
Like what? Like
they'd be in the backyard, like maybe doing some. Yeah.
Steve-O would lean over to Johnny Knoxville and just be like, "Hey, no, hey man,
Thank you.
I pissed in Wee Man's beer," and that's it. And no one would ever know. Wee Man would still drink it. He
Right.
would never know.
Right.
Just the two of them would know, and it wouldn't interrupt
And
the
then they
party.
just like laugh to themselves.
Yeah.
Steve-O's laughing face is so funny because it always looks like he's kind of in pain.
Well, most of the time he probably
Yeah,
is.
That's probably true.
Yeah. I bet they would be pretty
Did
chill.
you ever see the episode of Cribs that they did? It was like the Jackass edition.
No.
And like Johnny Knoxville maybe had like an okay house, and this is not a mansion at all. And then one of them just lived like in an apartment or something. And then the last guy was Chris Pontius, and he just was living out of his truck at the time.
I do remember
But
that.
he was still treating it like it was a real Cribs thing. So he'd be like, "All right, and I'll show you now where what the bathroom is, or like whatever," and just like pop the tailgate down.
Yeah. I remember like the dudes from Sum 41, one of them like lived with his parents still, or maybe they all lived with their parents still, which was very funny. Didn't someone just get like sued or something?
Ja Rule, when he did his episode, I don't remember when it was, maybe like 2004, he like rented out somebody else's mansion and acted like it was his own.
Yeah.
And then got sued for like taking a camera crew through it and like trashing it and shit. So Ja Rule doesn't have the best business sense, it would
No.
seem, between that and the Fire Festival, which I'm excited for Fire Festival too. I can't wait. Did you watch any of those documentaries?
Yeah, I watched the Netflix one.
I chose not to watch any of them because I didn't want to add more fuel to the Fire Festival. Do you know what I mean, though?
Did you only say that to make that joke?
No, I didn't, but I conjured it in my mind before. I didn't have to commit to it, and I chose to.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's sort of like the thing, like, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Yeah.
And obviously, I know that the guys who did Fire Festival aren't the ones benefiting monetarily from this doc.
Well,
but, you know.
No,
Are they
literally.
actually?
Well,
Go ahead.
one of them was produced by Fuck Jerry, who are the dudes who like funded the thing. So
there you fucking go, man. It almost makes you think like,
And
did they choose to do the things that they did to bomb the festival so that they can make more money on the back end?
it's the producers.
You know,
One of the
producers.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. One of them was made by like Fuck Jerry Productions.
Uh-huh.
The other one, they paid the main dude to be interviewed in it.
Awesome.
So like they both.
So so that's why I'm like, and obviously I didn't realize that, but I just kind of assumed I was like, you know what, I don't even want to deal with this. Like, I don't want to contribute to this at all. It's one of those things that, I don't know. Like, it sort of feels like I'm burying my head in the sand sometimes when I try to choose to ignore these sorts of things.
Well, but does this particular instance matter? Like,
Well, that's what I mean. I try to do it all for a lot of things, but then like, right, the machine keeps turning with or without my participation. So yeah, I don't know. It just made me feel bad because I'm like, well, this sucks. The people who were involved with it suck. The people who went to it suck too. And now we're gonna have this weird like nationwide like Schadenfreude of watching it. It's almost like there's like the festival's made for this purpose, and we're gonna keep getting shit like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get too bogged down in my weird thought process, but yeah, there's like a Schadenfreude machine that creates money,
kind of reminds me. Today we went grocery shopping,
Uh-huh.
and we forgot our bags.
Okay.
And I felt so shitty because we had to buy the bags,
Right.
and I didn't feel shitty that we had to buy them. Like it wasn't
But
that we had to buy them. It was that
You've created more waste.
Yep.
Yes.
that sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. I'm sorry, buddy.
But you're saying like the machine is still churning with or without my like those.
Until nobody's buying bags, the bags are going to keep getting produced.
Yeah.
Right.
It sucks.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, all you can do is just make like little choices in your personal life to make things better.
And I can't even fucking do that, huh?
You idiot. Well, luckily now that you have the Cryptkeeper vinyl, you can just sort of sit in your apartment, your house, or whatever the fuck you call this piece of shit you live in. I don't know why I did that just now.
Van.
I'm so sorry. And just like,
I call it a home.
well, now that you have this Cryptkeeper Christmas album, it is a home.
Mm-hmm.
Smell
Play-
it.
Ugh, tomorrow's April Fool's Day.
I know. I hate it.
It's like just the worst. It's the worst day that there is.
Yeah, I felt a sense of like, not dread, but I was like, oh, here we fucking go. All these fucking jackanapes. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But, you know what I mean? It's like, here we go, April Fool's Day. Like, dude, I have so many more other things to worry about.
Yeah.
Like, well, I pissed in your coffee. Like, all right, yeah, I guess you got me.
Now your dick's hot and my coffee tastes like piss. Great.
You know what I hate about peeing in a toilet is I gotta submerge my entire dick into the water.
It sucks.
Every time
You
I
have
pee.
to squat down. It's ridiculous.
I hate when toilets don't have enough water. Like, great. I guess I gotta fill the sink up now.
It's absurd. There's got to be a better
There
way.
has to be a better way.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.